We create videos to persuade people to watch these films which are authentic hidden gems for people's entertainment. This video focuses on explaining the movie from a personal perspective. Most of the movie's video clips were used in the explanation for better understanding. All credits for video clips are due to the movie owners. To my understanding, it falls under the category of fair use in the reviews and commentary section. No one's rights will be infringed upon by us. Send us a free mail message if you have any questions or concern about the clips and we will delete them right away.
In this video, I am going to explain a Hindi biographical sports drama story named Dangal, which had come in 2016. Let the story begin. The story starts with an Indian state of Haryana in the little village of Valali in the district of Bhiwani, where Mahavir Singh Phogat is sitting in his office watching a wrestling Olympic match. India plays a relatively small part in the wrestling according to the television. Vivan Batena, a recent hire, challenges Mahavir to a match of wrestling but fails. Mahavir is extremely talented in terms of wrestling and its technique, and he also works part-time at a nearby wrestling ring. He was unable to compete in the Olympics and win a medal, so he has high hopes that his son will win a medal for his country. Daya Sobha, his wife, morally backs him, but they keep having a girl child only 4 times in a row, being Geeta, Babita, Ritu and Sangeeta. Mahavir Singh finally gives up hope and locks all of his wrestling gear and medal in the trunk. After 13 to 14 years, a neighboring family with 2 boys between the ages of 13 and 14 visits Mahavir's house one day and to complain that their sons have been beaten by the Geeta and Babita. When Mahavir inquires about how Geeta and Babita defeated the 2 boys, the girls demonstrate on Omkar. Mahavir tells his wife that a gold medal is ultimately a gold medal regardless of whatever it is won by a boy or girl, and that he has decided that Geeta and Babita will no longer touch any cooking utensils or perform any household chores. Rather, they will become wrestlers and win a gold medal for the country. Mahavir starts their training by getting them up to a 5 mm every day and being a very tough coach. He keeps their diet the same, forbids them from eating a street food or spicy food, and requires them to exercise. He calls a barber and removes the hairs of Geeta and Babita when they complain about how their training in dirt has damaged their hair. He also makes them vegetarians when he realizes that they are both weak. Due to Mahavir's cruel treatment of the 2 girls by forcing them to train as wrestlers, both sisters are very angry with him. As a result, they began to play small tricks on him by not wrestling properly, changing the alarm, eating a spicy food whenever they can. However, when they both attend the child marriage wedding of their 14-year-old friend Sunita, she tells them that they are both very fortunate that their father is thinking about their careers and lives rather than getting married at such a young age as their family does. They realize their error and begin intense training. Mahavir takes them to a different village for wrestling when Geeta, the older sister, is ready. Everyone says that they will not let a girl fight with a boy, but the organizer agrees because there will not be enough people there and it will help them make more money. When most of the village sees a girl fighting, they are convinced she will lose badly. Geeta selects the competitors strongest. Contrary to what the villagers were expecting, she fights really well. And as the fights goes on, everyone in the crowd starts cheering for the Geeta. In the end, she wins more prize money from sponsors than the boy, despite the fact that she loses. Geeta can't sleep because of the loss, so he asks his father when the next wrestling match will be held. All of the village residents who had previously made accusation and lied about Mahavir start cheering for Babita and Geeta and looks proudly at them. The sisters quickly become invincible and win every subsequent wrestling competition. Geeta wins the national wrestling competition. As a result, she must relocate to the National Sports Academy Training Center in Patiala, Punjab state for the further training. She transfers to her new location. Mahavir is upset. Geeta is not allowed to use his father's methods because the new coach, Pramod Kadam Girish Kulkarni, has a different approach to training. Geeta quickly makes friends with other girls and starts doing other things besides her training, like going shopping, have a longer hair, applying makeup and nail polish, and going out at night. After a few months, she tries to teach her sister Babita and other girls who have joined Mahavir's wrestling ring to learn her new wrestling styles when she returns home. Mahavir challenges Geeta because he sees that she is strongly advocating her new methods, but because he is old, he loses. Babita tells Geeta that whatever happened is bad because the fight is going on so violently and Geeta is losing focus. In addition, Mahavir is depressed about the incident and believes that he has lost her daughter. Geeta begins participating in international competition but continues to compete in them. She initially does not even give a damn, but over the time, she begins to feel threatened by her job. Babita, who always wins a national championship, is transferred to the same training facility as Geeta. Geeta is told by Babita to make amends with her father when she is discouraged by her ongoing failure, and she does so while sobbing uncontrollably on the phone. Mahavir pardons her daughter. Geeta regains her former appearance by letting her hair down once more. However, the coach advises her to lose weight and compete in the 51 kg weight division rather than in her usual 55 kg weight division. The father Mahavir advises Geeta to do as her mentor says during instructional meeting, yet the two sisters and Mahavir begins doing isolate meetings by their old directing of awaking at 5 am. That's what mentor says and grumbles to the position to send the two sisters back. Mahavir argues to the power of allowing them to remain, however, gets prohibited from NSA and young ladies are likewise restricted to go out. So Mahavir kicks off preparing Geeta more than telephone by observing all her worldwide contending games, video recording and telling her at which second she doing blunder. Geeta competes in a typical 55 kg division at the Commonwealth Games 2010 in New Delhi, India. Mahavir, who is watching, continues telling her not to do what her NSA coach instructs her. She qualifies for the finals by winning the first round and semi-finals by following her father's guidance. The coach attempts to take all the credit during a press conference, but Geeta says it was all her father's labor of love. Because of this, the mentor gets envious and irritated, and to get payback, prior to the beginning, the finals match secures Mahavir in a room and thinks that we should perceive how she wins now without her dad. Mahavir attempts to escape the room, however, the entreaty of his endeavors are not to end. As the match begins, Geeta keeps thinking back to her father's word of wisdom. Geeta defeated Australian Emily Winstead in a very tense match to take home India's first women's wrestling gold medal in the 55 kg freestyle division. When the medal presentation ceremony was over and the winning nation's national anthem began to play as required, Mahavir realized that his daughter had successfully realized her father's dream. He hurries to the arena as soon as the room is unlocked. Geeta presents the gold medal to the Mahavir, and for the first time ever, the sisters and nephew Amkar overhear their father congratulating them and said, "Well done."